Well, just you can see, that was now this was now the British Royal Navy Agustawestland Merlin Mark II that we just now seen came over this time anyway. Which this one here we've just seen doing some circuit training anyway. Whereas this one here we've just seen that one doing some circuit training anyway. Well, technically it's been out doing some training laps anyway today. Which, as you can see, that's just took off from his base down at RNS Culdrose anyway. So that would have took off from Culdrose just around 10 past 10 anyway. From his base down at RNS Culdrose anyway. So yeah. So as you can see, this is what he's been up to so far anyway. As you can see, he's only been out doing one training lap just over in Truro anyway, and just outside Truro anyway. So technically he was just somewhere doing some training laps just over in Truro today apparently. So yeah. And then also he did one here as well anyway, just over near my place. Which obviously, as you can see, this is probably why we've seen the first one anyway, but unfortunately because we didn't get the first pass of it coming anyway, which obviously because of the time being that obviously because of the time that my mum had to get ready and all that, etc., because of the kids and all that, just because of the kids had to get ready and all that. So that's why, because I didn't have time to film the Merlin Mark II coming through his first pass, you know, so that's why I ended up missing the first pass of it coming anyway. But anyway, but obviously the second pass we did see though, we did manage to see the second pass of it anyway. So technically, as you can see, just from here, he literally, well, as you can see where we saw it from the first video, we saw it flew past to about at least 53,000 feet anyway. And then to what we've saw it, and then to what we've saw coming anyway, he was then, obviously because to what we saw in the second video, he was then currently just dropping down anyway. He was technically then, he was dropping down, he was anyway, when he was at 53,000 feet anyway. Which obviously just from then, he then just dropped, as where we saw it, just as you can see, as we saw it, to where we saw it dropping over, as he was dropping over just by Milo Bridge anyway, and Honey Wigwood National Trust anyway. So technically he was somewhere around this area anyway. So yeah. So just you can see just from then, he then just dropped down to about 1,700 feet anyway. Which technically at the moment he's still in train anyway. So as you can see, the registration you just seen today is the ZH864 we just see today, and with the call signs MTEST1 apparently today. So yeah, as you can see, that's the usual call sign anyway. But I think this is probably now going somewhere else to do training, I believe now anyway. And then hopefully very soon he should be heading back to its base at RNS Culdrose very soon hopefully. So yeah. Hopefully that should be going back to his base at RNS Culdrose very soon anyway. Like in a very short time after it's been on training anyway. So yeah. Okay, so yes, this is the Merlin Mark II that we just now seen this time anyway. This is now the Merlin Mark II anyway. Which this is now the military Merlin Mark II that we just now see this time anyway. This time we now see a Merlin Mark II. So yeah. Which also, this will be the last time seeing it over the summer break as well anyway, because obviously like I said, this is now the end of the summer break. So yeah, also we might still continue seeing the Merlin Mark II and the Avenger T1 hopefully by September anyway, especially when I go back to work, etc. I might be able to still go back and track them in the afternoon sort of time. So yeah, hopefully we'll get back to track the Merlin Mark II and the Avenger T1 hopefully when everyone's all back to work, etc. Because I'm obviously, because of this Monday coming, I'm back work on the 4th of September, which is this week coming anyway. So yeah, but that's why I might not be able to track. That's why, because of the time being, we may not be. This may not be the time that we won't get back to tracking much planes and helicopters apparently, especially because everyone will be going back to work anyway, etc. So yeah, everyone in the UK will be we'll be returning back to work anyway. So yeah, and that's why, because at the time that we won't be going back to be tracking much of planes and helicopters. So yeah. Okay, so yep. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Right, there we are. Look, as you can see, once again, that was now the third flight pass we've just now seen from the Merlin Mark II this time anyway. But technically it's still the same registration, ZH864 apparently. And as you can see, it's still got the same call time, it's just MTEST1 apparently. But as you can see, this time he's now been, well, just you can see, just from here, he's now been back and forward. Just now over at my place anyway. So whether you can see this time, he's now flown to about 1700 feet this time anyway. As you can see, then flew past back at Honeywick Natural Trust anyway, which is Ains Gardens. So technically it's just flown past Ains Gardens anyway. So yeah, and just you can see, he then flew past my bridge, my church town, and then just from where we saw it, he then just did a loop around just over Falmouth Bay anyway. So as you can see, it just flew past Pender's Castle in Falmouth anyway, and then just from here, then flew past Falmouth, and then came back to fly past Penryn River anyway. And as you can see, he then came quite close this time though anyway, so pretty much the same height, which is 1700 feet anyway. So yeah, but to be fair, like, I still can't believe that Merlin Mark II hasn't even still gone back to Culdrose yet anyway. I don't even know what he's doing today apparently though, but apparently to say though, the Merlin Mark II is on training laps today apparently, but that's just going out doing some training laps today apparently. That's been going out doing a lot of training laps today apparently. So yeah, I think this is why the Merlin Mark II is just on training laps today apparently. So yeah, but hopefully we'll be heading back to RNS Culdrose very soon hopefully, which hopefully we'll be heading back there in a very short time. So yeah, okay, so yep, thanks for watching, bye bye.